Yeah, I want to start off with saying all praise is due to God, and I want to say that every decision you make, everything you do, every second that passes is something you have to be able to look back and explain yourself to God for. Every move, everything you're doing, just imagine having to defend what you're doing. Imagine being there and trying to gain the mercy from God for all the stuff that's on account, and having to try to justify a lot of the foul shit that we do in our day-to-day lives. So the reason I'm making this video is that I seen on X today Janko talking on some panel or something, and he's just like, oh, I seen the Eucharist, and they're eating the dirt, and the dirt is the Father or Jesus or something. And then he's just like, I can't believe that if a crumb falls on the ground that someone would come and they would drop it all down and pick it up and eat it. And he said that people seeing that would be turned away from God. And then he said the most powerful thing that was pretty crazy to me, that he had a feeling, so he had to talk about it. And he said that if he met God, essentially, okay, that if he met God, he would have to say, it was in my heart and I had to say it. So now, if you look at it from like a pragmatic standpoint, you would see that Catholicism and Orthodox Christianity precede his Protestant way, his Protestant type of thinking. He might be Orthodox, I'm not sure, but let's just say he is Protestant. So I was reading in the comments, and someone was just like, oh, okay, so people have been doing Eucharist all wrong for 1400 years, but you figured it out. Oh, right, got it. A lot of people were saying stuff in the comments like, you shouldn't be speaking about this, and that, what do you know? So that just made me think that like, and he also said that he equates the bread falling and the dirt and eating his God as the highest form of idolatry. Now, it's just crazy to me that to be in religion and have that far of a understanding, or way west or very east about your thinking of what God is. It's just pretty, that's a whole 10-hour series about thinking about what God is. But to be of the same religion and to have such a different view, it's just it's like, okay, all right. So, luckily, thankfully, I'm just gonna say this, ready? God is great. God is the greatest. God is the King. All glory be to God. What God am I talking about? I'm talking about the invisible one that hasn't been seen, that is responsive, in the sense that, you know, people will say things like, do you believe in karma? And when I say, no, I don't believe in karma, what the thinking, what they've been psyoped into not seeing, is that the universe is very alive, and it you can notice results very fast, very, 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 very fast. If you start looking for the fingerprints and you look in the details, you can only see everything as God's creation. There's only one way. Like when you look at a sunset and the color blue and orange mixing together, wow. And when you see orange on a tiger with black, the color combinations, the artistry, different weird fish at like 14,000 feet deep or some shit. They look weird. But that's what I'm trying to tell. That's what I'm trying to say, is that George is having a very important conversation, to say the least. A very important conversation as to God in theory. In theory. So I'm going to say this, ready? Fear God. Fear God. Fear God for all the trifling bullshit moves that you make. Fear God. Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. So, that's what I want to say. All in all, thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. But it's just easy when it's so easy when you could explain to a 5-year-old, all glory be to God. Isn't that so easy? Ready? What's God? God is out there somewhere, free of north, east, southwest. Okay? Ever living, not created, not a parent. Not a parent. Maybe there's not many gods. There's God, one, boom. That's it. That's it. That's what's so easy. That's why I'm just so relieved and easy to say that, like, oh, what's God? God's God. God is the one, the odd, the only one. So it's just so easy. It's just so easy to say. But I feel for a guy like George Janko when he's even upsetting his own people. He's only making himself be weirder in front of his own people. But you know what? If that's the route he wants to go down, more power to him. Maybe that is the harder river of fire to go down, but maybe he might get the best results. Maybe he might get honor for whatever it is he's doing. So more power to him. But again, the larger conversation. Why is there such a discussion on what should be the main thing that should be easily explained about religion, all in all? Leave a like and subscribe. Thank you.